DynamicCarStore.com to get the cars. Icons, legends aiming at the stars. Hursty at checkout to save your points. Now your bank account won't be staying empty. DynamicCarStore.com. Use code Hursty. Go on.
Hey there guys, welcome back to Hursty Games and welcome to a video where I'm going to show you some of the top hidden gems in FIFA 21 Career Mode. I'm going to show you 11 players that I think will definitely go under the radar this year. I'm basically going to show you what would be like a starting 11 with a keeper, 4 defenders, 4 midfielders and 2 strikers. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. Hopefully you Career Mode wizards out there find this fun as well. If you want to see more hidden gems, then let me know in the comment section. And if there's any gems that you know of, again, let people know in that comment section. But for now, let's get into this video. Let's find our Career Mode hidden gems. So we will start off with the goalkeeper, and we have got Martin van der Voort here, who plays for KRC Genk. He is 18 years old. He is a goalkeeper and he starts off at 68 rating but goes up to a whopping 87 rating on average. That's a massive 19 plus potential. Obviously, if you get him training in the right way, he could go up quicker. Or of course, if you're at a lower team and you can actually start him, then obviously he is going to absolutely rock it up. But he is a phenomenal player. He's not on loan or anything in that first season, so he should be pickable, or you should be able to pick him up, I should say, straight away. And again, a phenomenal goalkeeper. 87 is a great rating, and obviously if he's in your team, he can go above that as well. That is just the base of what he can get to. Exciting prospect? I think so. For the right back position, I'm going to show you someone a little bit under the radar. I'm not going to show you whoever or Neco Williams or Frimpong. I'm going to show you someone people probably don't know about, and that is Thomas Esteves is probably how I'm going to pronounce it, a Portuguese right back who is currently on loan in the first season at Reading. Sadly, you can't pick him up in that first season as he's on loan from Porto. Starts at 66 rating, but goes up a whopping 18 to become an 84 rated right back. Now he's got a higher starting rating than someone like Hervé. Obviously he's on loan for that first season, but I've done a few simulations through to find these wonder kids in these career modes and see who goes up pretty well as well. He didn't go up too much in 3 different saves I did when I looked at him in Reading. He didn't go up that much in that first season, but then he really started to rocket up in that second season when he went back to Porto. So as far as I'm concerned, if you were to buy him when his loan finishes, you'll probably look at an absolute beast who will rocket up in rating very, very quickly. A very good right back. He's relatively cheap, and honestly, I think he's a real good pickup for that right back spot. When you've got expensive players like Hervé, Frimpong, and Williams who have a slightly higher price because of the clubs they're at, he's a definite good pickup. Josko Gavalio is a bit of a career mode hero for me, at least in my QPR career mode on FIFA 20, and this year his potential is actually even better than it was last year. He starts off at a 69 rating, the Croatian centre-back who is at Dinamo Zagreb. I might be butchering that, apologies if I am, but he goes up to a whopping 86, goes up 17 in a very short period of time, and obviously can go above that as well. But he's not that expensive to pick up because he's in a bit of an obscure league, but he's also left-footed. It's good sometimes to have that left-footed centre-back option, and I think that this guy is a real good pickup and definitely one to look at if you're looking to have a bit of a cheaper start but someone who can go up in rating very quickly. And to partner him at the back, I have gone with Bright Aquo Arambi. I'm going to try and pronounce that. Sorry, I've probably absolutely butchered it. He's a 17-year-old centre-back at the Bayern Munich second team, so in the lower tiers of the German leagues. But he has actually got a release clause of 2.1. I think you can pick him up for less than that. He's not a player I actually picked up in the first season. I actually picked him up on the second season when I was doing some, like I said, some practice run-throughs. But I imagine he's very cheap, and worst case scenario, 2.1 mil for a player, okay, that starts at 60 rated, but goes up a whopping 26 to become an 86 rated centre-back is cheap as chips and definitely worth it. Again, it is another left-footed centre-back. Again, it is another left-footed centre-back, but I think he is more than good enough anyway. So, you know, you might... I think right-sided centre-backs are much easier to find, like right-footed centre-backs. So a left-footed centre-back is always nice to find, in my opinion. Anyway, 6'2", absolute beast, and definitely worth picking up for very cheap because he will go up in rating, I promise you. For the left-back spot, I've gone with another German. I've gone with Luca Nets, who is at Hertha Berlin. Interesting thing about him, he's got less than a year on his contract, so he's even cheaper in that first season because he hasn't got long on his contract, but it's definitely one to try and pick up quickly because other clubs I found do come in for him very quickly. He starts off at a 63 rating and gets himself to an 85, so you're looking at a plus 22 for a very cheap player. Obviously, he is 6'2", which is nice and tall for a fullback. It's phenomenal height, really, especially when he is not very slow either. Plus, he flies up in rating. He absolutely shoots up in that rating. So he's definitely worth picking up and one of the best budget hidden gem left backs I've found in all of career mode. Now for our first midfielder, I'm going to show you a CDM, and that CDM is Marco Khanna, who is at RSC Anderlecht, 17 years old, 5'11". Again, a release clause, but you should be able to pick him up for slightly less than that. But he is a wonderful, wonderful player in this. He absolutely flies up. Starts off at a 66, goes up to 84. But in 2 saves I saw, he actually went up to 87. So there's a high chance of him actually exceeding that expectation. But he's very, very good. After the first season, he goes up very, very quickly, so it's definitely worth trying to pick him up on that first season if you can. But just honestly, an absolutely phenomenal CDM and very, very worth your time as a hidden gem in this career mode. Now, when it comes to hidden gem cam options, there's someone who's not quite so hidden in Turkey from the French league that I'm sure a lot of people will suggest you getting. But if you want someone a little bit more under the radar, go for Youssef Demir. He is a 17 years old cam from Rapid Vienna. He's not 17 rated, I promise you. But the Austrian starts off at 65 rating and goes up to a whopping 86. That's a 21 boost there. It's a fantastic young player in this game. He really, really is. Really, really usable as well. He's 3-star, 3-star, which is a bit of a stinker. But for me, a very, very good cam and definitely worth picking up. You'll get him for very, very cheap in that first season. And honestly, if you want someone, again, a little bit different, not like Serki then or Cherki, however it's said, then honestly, Demir is the man for you. As a left mid, I have gone with Alan Velasco. Now, there is the youngster from Dortmund, but he's actually quite expensive to pick up. Velasco, however, has a £4 million release clause. You can pick him up for less than that as well in the first season. He's at Independiente, I think is how you pronounce that. I might have butchered it. But he's a very, very good young Argentinian, right-footed on the left-hand side, so he does cut in quite nicely as well. And honestly, this guy's really, really good to pick up. 65 rated, goes up to 85, so a plus 20, which is very, very quick to achieve as well. So definitely worth looking at. I only really kept an eye on this guy for 1 season and he went up to an 85, so it could be that is his cap, but it could be, I think you might be able to push him a little bit beyond that if you get the right training, everything on him as well. But definitely worth picking up Alan Velasco, a very, very good young player. On the right-hand side, I have gone with the Colombian Dibar Salcedo, I think is how it's pronounced. He is 20 years of age. He is at Deportivo Cali. Very, very good youngster. There are a lot of right mid players, but a lot of them are a little bit higher rated, so they start in those sort of low to mid 70s. He starts at 68 rated, goes up to 86, so a plus 18. And again, was a player that got there very, very quickly. For me, in a lot of my saves, he ended up getting bought by big teams in England or in Germany, so it's definitely worth trying to pick him up sooner rather than later. Otherwise, he'll get that early move in the career mode. But he's an exciting prospect, very, very good, incredible dribbling, really, really good dribbling stats. He was an absolute nightmare to play against. Like I said, in one of my career mode saves, he actually got purchased by a team in Germany. I was using a German team, come up against him on Legendary, and he was a pain in the backside to play against. So very, very good player, very good in game, very usable, and very, very good as a hidden gem in career mode. Now on to the strikers, and the first striker I'm going to show you is Karim Adeyemi, who is at RB Salzburg in the Austrian league. The young German striker is one of the best out of the entire list here, one of the best young prospect players I have found. 4-star, 3-star, 18 years of age, starts off at 69 rating, goes up to 87, so you're looking at a plus 18, has only got 12 months on his contract. So another one of those players you want to pick up in that first season because he is cheaper than he should be. And he's cheap anyway. And honestly, what a beast this guy is. Trust me, not only is he actually going to go up highly in rating for you, he is super quick and gets you a lot of goals. The only thing I would really focus on this guy is train his shooting specifically because his shooting stats are quite low initially. But trust me, when he goes up in rating, he is like the He-Chan of Ultimate Team, but he's in career mode. Trust me, this guy's an absolute beast and one of the best cards on this entire list of players I've recommended. Trust me. And to round up the list, I've gone with Sebastiano Esposito is how I'm going to pronounce that. I've probably butchered it. The 17-year-old striker from SPAL is an absolute beast of a player. 66 rating to start off with, 86 if you fully train him. Goes up in 20 ratings. 3-star, 3-star. Very, very good striker regardless. And again, goes up very, very well. This guy also, you can see here, curve free kick accuracy and acceleration are some of his best stats. His free kicks got very, very well. If you train the free kicks and everything as well, or those specific attributes in your training, he is a very, very good card and very good for those set pieces after a year or two. And trust me, he flies up in those ratings. After 1 season, I had him at 76 rated. Just after that 1 season of just basic training. trust me, an absolute unit and a very good player to finish this list off. So there you have it. Those are my 11 career mode wonder kids for FIFA 21. I think those 11 players are absolutely phenomenal. Obviously, all on a bit of a budget. And some of them are players that are slightly less known and wouldn't necessarily be the first choices a lot of people would recommend. But that's why I've called this wonder kids. They're meant to be like hidden gems. You know, that's the whole point of this. People that aren't necessarily known by a lot of people, but you can pick up for nice and cheap and can go straight into your teams and be units for your career modes going forward. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Again, if you did, then please leave a like on the video. Let me know if you want to see some more wonder kids or in their specific positions you want me to show you some best players from those specific positions. And of course, if you have any that you think are hidden gems and people haven't recognized or I haven't said in this video, please pop them in the comment section below. Just help each other out. That's what we're here to do. We're a community. Let's help each other out. If you're new to the channel, please do hit that sub button. It'll be greatly appreciated. And we're doing so well at the moment with the channel growth. You guys are phenomenal with your support, so thank you so much for that. But that's all for me for now, guys. I want to say thank you for watching. I've been Tom. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you soon. Look after yourselves, and of course, wash your hands.
What? Nah, his name is Hursty. Slap bald head, yeah, it'll probably hurt me. Bang top bins, it'll probably hurt you. Ginger, streamer, platform, YouTube. Drop a name in the chat, or say hello. Entertain you already know. Capital H, yeah, I'm a read it slow. Hursty games, yeah, you already know.